financial aspects that should be considered in making your decision?
Senator, I guarantee you'll have absolute transparency.
The business case, we're told that there was an initial business case put to the Air Services Board. What's the difference between an initial business case and a final business case?
It's the level of detail to which we go in terms of the analysis.
So the board made a decision on a lower level of detail than the final business case? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know where you got from the preliminary business case, though. Sorry.
Well, I thought my question was there an initial...
There was a business case put to the board.
Was that an initial business case?
No, that was the final business case.
It was the final business case. And has that business case been furnished to the committee?
Extracts have been, Senator. There's some commercial sensitivities at the moment with its relationship to our negotiations on the One Sky program.
So just for clarification, was the business case final at the time of the last discussion at estimates?
To my recollection, yes, Senator. I think the initial piece, we had an initial safety case talked about.
Yeah,
but
we're
the
on
business
the business case now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you did say that you would be able to furnish the business case to the committee, and you're now saying it's commercially in confidence?
Well, there is an element that is commercially sensitive because of its relationship with the One Sky program. So once we get further into those negotiations, I can table the full business case, or I can do it in camera if you want.
Well, I mean, it's quite common for committees to have evidence taken in camera, and that's quite appropriate, and it's also there are reductions if you've got commercial sensitivities. But
well, Senator,
I think withholding the business case is not advancing support for your decision, so to speak. So you can now table it in camera, is that what you're telling me?
Yes, yes, Senator. Or I'm happy to redact the commercially sensitive piece.
Just pausing there for a moment, and I'm trying to run this so we get finished before the 11 o'clock knock-off. We can't take evidence in camera estimates. There's nothing to talk about. It can't happen.
Well, Senator, can I please table the business case with the commercially sensitive material redacted?
Is that okay, Chair?
Yep.
No, that's fine. Okay, so running through this, just another couple of areas. You have briefed the Minister for Infrastructure since the last estimates in respect to this?
No, I have not briefed the Minister since the last estimates, but we have provided briefing updates to the Minister's office.
Fine. You briefed the member for Hindmarsh since last estimates?
Not since the last estimates.
Have you had any correspondence from the member for Hindmarsh since the last estimates? Very good bloke.
No, Senator.
It's his.
What interaction has Air Services Australia had with the SA state government?
Airport in his electorate.
So what?
I'm just talking to
Senator, I'm just going to ask Murray Barton, Executive General Manager, Corporate Affairs, to go through the consultation process.
Good morning, Senator. Sorry, could you repeat your
what interaction has Air Services Australia had with the SA state government?
There was interaction with the state government through the Adelaide Airport Consultative Committee, upon which the state departments are represented, and we've subsequently made an offer to the Office of the Minister for Transport and Infrastructure in South Australia. We've written and provided briefing information, and also offered to do a face-to-face briefing.
What date was that?
That was in April, 21st of April.
Okay.
And that offer of a briefing has not at this stage been taken up.
So would you be briefing the state government and all interested South Australian MPs and senators prior to the finalisation of the decision?
Well, I'd just repeat what I said, Senator, which is we have been making offers to brief the state government through the Minister for Transport's office, and those offers of briefings have not been taken up by then.
Have you made numerous offers, or have you made one written offer? You wrote to me in May.
I believe we have actually spoken to the office on the phone a couple of times, but we stand ready to do a briefing for sure.
Did you speak to Minister Mulligan or did you speak to whoever answered the phone in his office?
I think we spoke to, it wasn't me personally who made the call, but I believe we spoke to members of his staff.
So will the Federal Minister have the capacity to overturn the decision to relocate the Adelaide Terminal Control Unit to Melbourne? Ms Stabe.
Mike?
Senator, I think that's a matter which we can't really comment on. The matter is essentially one for the board of the organisation. The Minister's been briefed. The Minister is certainly very closely engaged.
Okay, I know I can't ask you for an opinion and you won't comment on that, but can I ask you for a fact? Did a previous minister intervene and overturn the decision?
I'm not aware of such a decision.
You're not aware of it? So this wasn't overruled in the Howard government?
I would have to go and check. I'm sorry, Senator.
Well, perhaps if we could go and check if there was a case built for relocation and it never happened. That's a fact. That's not...
No, I'm sorry, I don't want to mislead you. I will obviously take that on notice and check.
Can Air Services confirm the intention of this proposal eventually require all air traffic control to relocate to Melbourne? Is that...
definitely not, Senator. It's the Terminal Approach Unit. The air traffic controllers at Adelaide Tower remain at Adelaide Tower. The air traffic controllers at Parafield Tower remain at Parafield Tower.
And they'll be able to remain there indefinitely in their current positions?
In the normal course of managing staff, Senator, yes.
Listen, I've had enough of you, right? You give me shit all day yesterday, so if you want me to really play up, I will. So get back in your box.
All right, and you should take him out and flog him.
Order, gentlemen, order.
Take me outside.
Order.
So, Senator, the staff will stay there so long as they wish to in terms of their normal staff management. There is time to time where traffickers might be transferred to other locations, but there is no intention that those services at Parafield and Adelaide Tower remain.
So I'm trying to run through these questions quickly without any interjections. So, air traffic controllers employed under contract or EBA, what will occur when these are up for renewal? Will there be will these job assurances remain?
Yes, they will, Senator.
Voluntary redundancies will be offered following the relocation?
That's correct, Senator.
Will Air Services Australia replace positions to become available following any voluntary redundancies?
Sorry, I did not hear your last question.
Well, if you offer a voluntary, will you then go and replace people?
It's a matter of managing what our staff want to do. Some of them actually want to transfer to Melbourne. Some want to transfer to the Tower. And there's, I think it's about six controllers who are above the age of 55. And it would be in the normal course that they may choose to take a redundancy and retire.
How long does it take to train an air traffic controller?
It can take up to 18 months.
How will new air traffic controllers be trained in Adelaide conditions if they are located in Melbourne?
I'll just get Mr Hood to explain how we're doing the transition for that.
Senator, thank you. There's two options. You can either transfer them and train them in situ to bring the function back to Melbourne, or we can train a large part of their syllabus on the simulator which is located in Melbourne.
And you're satisfied that that training will give them the appropriate local knowledge of Adelaide conditions?
I am satisfied, Senator.
Is Air Services Australia aware of a recent article in the media that states South Australian flying schools fear up to 30 job losses in the industry and the loss of 400 local and international student pilots who pump millions of dollars a year into the state economy via fees and living expenses? Are you aware of that advertiser article, 25th of March 2015?
I'm not specifically aware, Senator.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, Senator. And we've subsequently been in touch with all of those flying schools. We've attended in person to brief them in detail on the TCU integration plans, step them through how arrangements will be made, reassured them that there would be no change in the level of service that they currently receive, and as far as I'm advised, those flying schools are all satisfied with the briefing that they've been provided and the level of assurance around ongoing continuity of service.